I think we can all agree we've all experienced difficult times at some point in life, and sometimes the only thing we needed to get back on our feet was that small conversation with a friend, a relative, or even a stranger. They listened to us, cheered us up, gave us advice, or helped us establish a routine in order to get that illusion of control over what is happening in our lives. But what if I told you some people are pushing that concept to an extent so far-fetched that its whole original purpose has been completely lost and has become the exact opposite of what it was supposed to be?
I am shocked! Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
Of course, for those of you who saw the video title, you can easily guess that these idiots are none other than the motivational guru, coach, or whatever they call themselves nowadays. But in the end, they are almost always quacks, so let's quickly talk about the problem they pose and their negative influence on us. First of all, let me tell you that listening to one or two motivational speakers isn't bad in itself. After all, their video and content are literally designed to increase your self-confidence while you watch them, but what they say is nothing special. After listening to a few of them, you should not only be able to notice they tend to repeat each other, but on top of that, they clearly don't care even slightly about you, because every time you listen to them, they'll often try to sell you some random courses on how to get your life together by using the Sun Tzu method or some kind of bullshit like that, while also giving you the incredible opportunity to be your own personal coach. You should always have in mind that for them, this is just a business, nothing else. You see, unlike your family or friends that care about you, most of these people only view you as a valuable walking wallet for the simple reason that watching them means you're in a rough phase of your life, and you can count on them to squeeze as much money out of you as possible. To do this, they usually have a whole tragic backstory prepared to make them look just like you, in hope of making you lose your guard. It's only after explaining you how their life was terrible that they finally explain you how following what they are going to present transformed their entire way of living and save them from misery. Between us, presented like that, it seems pretty easy to detect such behavior on the internet, but the truth is that, under the influence of strong emotions, people tend to be more easily manipulated, especially if the person in front of them is wearing a friendly mask.
Why are they so evil?
Based on what I just said, one might think that these quacks are a real mastermind able to lead anyone to give them money, but the truth is that they couldn't be more the opposite of this description. Instead, you can view them as a bunch of morons copying each other and trying to sell you the same fake solutions rebranded to problems requiring much more than just willpower to be solved.
It sounds like a scam.
Sadly, some people still fall into the trap and buy their sloppy courses. Luckily for us, thanks to social media, these dumbasses decide to launch a competition to see who will produce the most absurd content, even though in their head, I'm sure they think they look very respectable. I think the easiest way to understand what I mean by that is to have a look at their personal morning routine they recommend you to follow. The worst part is that to do so, you either need to be rich enough to not do anything for the rest of the day, or you need to be blessed in some mystical way to not feel tired at all. Of course, there exist some differences from one routine to another, but they all look the same at their core. Generally, it goes like that. They wake up at 5 AM, then for some reason start their day by taking a cold shower before doing a 3-minute exercise session, followed immediately by another cold shower. You could think that this is everything, but no. You see, after training the body, you also need to train the mind. So just after the shower, they'll suggest you to do 15 minutes of meditations, followed by 15 minutes of journaling what happened in your dream yesterday, your current goals, who is your crush, and what do you think of the current economic state of Bolivia.
You serious?
For now, they should stop there, but because of their frenetic pursuit of original content, I wouldn't be surprised if in the future they would end their routine by making an offering to an ancient forgotten deity, or by trying to talk to the dead in order to elevate themselves spiritually before tackling their day. By the way, don't forget that all of that should be done just after waking up, meaning you'll still need to get dressed up and prepare a full breakfast before eating it and heading to work.
Impossible it seems.
Obviously, when they are the ones doing it, it only takes them 1 hour to complete, but be ready to waste your entire day if you try to do it like them. And most importantly, don't you dare to avoid eating breakfast, because from what I understand, if you do that, then all the benefits of following the routine will be cancelled for some obscure reason. On top of asking you to do what is physically impossible every morning, they'll also give you among the worst possible takes and advice. This usually comes from the fact they secretly follow the old "you only live once" philosophy, or YOLO if your back begins to hurt you. Naturally, this results in them advising you to always have one single plan and to stick to it no matter what happens, because this will force you to find a way to make it work somehow. How, do you ask? Well, don't ask them, because they won't be able to give you a proper answer. Obviously, they'll back up their claim and advice by misquoting Sun Tzu or actually any old famous historical figure. The problem with this isn't just the fact that it's plainly stupid, but it's borderline crazy nowadays to only have one plan in life and to stick with it. Whether it's for work or something else, don't blindly follow one single plan.
Stop it. Get some help.
Having at least one backup plan should be mandatory in life because you never know what could happen. What if your first plan fails miserably? Is it just over for you? By listening to them, you'll put yourself in a much worse situation than what you were in initially. Unfortunately, if you think that was it, you couldn't be more wrong.
No, actually, it's getting worse.
If you remember what I said before, I mentioned to you the fact these coaches see you as some sort of wallet on legs, and trust me, they do so. Whenever they get a chance, they'll try to sell you as many expensive training courses as possible. Above that, don't expect to learn any new information in these courses. For each course, they'll simply recycle what they say in their free videos and leave you on a cliffhanger in hope you'll buy the next one. You know, not learning anything valuable is still okay if this is how you enjoy spending your time. I mean, that's what the internet is for.
You weird, buddy.
But what do you mean I have to pay $500 to access them first? And you dare to ask me if I would like to have a private session with you for $900 only? Are you insane? You guys have no shame. You're probably desperate who just want to improve their lives by wasting their time and money while selling them illusion and fake dreams. The worst part is that even though I didn't mention anyone in this video, I'm sure you're all thinking of some idiots on the internet doing exactly the same thing. Honestly, people, if what you're looking for is just some source of motivation to change your life at the end of your 3 hours long scrolling session, just watching the free video with the inspirational music will be enough. Don't do anything else.
It's useless.
Seriously, don't fall in their slopcore trap, otherwise you'll only end up poorer and maybe dumber if you really follow their advice. By the way, seeing what these people become after their short phases as coaches is always revealing about their true nature. You never find them helping people for free in a well-established good association, never. Instead, you can be sure to find them involved in some kind of cryptocurrency scam when they're not already in jail for that. Awkward, no? Well, maybe they didn't follow their original and unique plan enough. Who knows?
I guess we'll never know.
Remember, people, don't fall in their trap. Keep yourself safe.
Can I count on you?
Anyway, if you found what I said interesting or entertaining enough, please subscribe, click on the bell, share, and tell me in the comment if you agree with me or not. I'll let you go, but before, don't hesitate to go check my other videos. Have a nice day, everyone. Bye.